Make your way to the Peace Country July 16th to 18th for the Energetic County Fair. Back for another year with some big bands, some great festivities, and so much more. We're going to expand on that today with Dale from the festival organizing side of things. Dale, great to see you again here. Are you getting excited?
I'm really excited. Actually, I'm more excited about this one. I guess just because we're still doing it, and we're on year number 5 now, and it's just such a great thing, you know.
I feel like 5 years for a music festival is an incredible achievement because really you're kind of a prisoner to the weather a little bit, but you've made it through here and there's some big bands set for the 5-year anniversary.
Yes, we decided to do a lot of Canadian this year, just because, just change it up a bit. But our goal is always to have iconic artists each year, and we have been able to accomplish that every year. So. With Winona Judd last year, and you did a great interview with her, and so on, right? And we've had Tanya Tucker, Randy Bachman, so we're just gearing a little bit younger. But what we're trying to do is create once in a lifetime concert experience. So this is the only time you're ever going to see this combination and this particular vibe or presentation ever in your life. So
yeah, you got 3-day set of jam-packed action. I'm going to go through some of the artists you can expect. So Mini Kiss on Thursday, which is the Guinness World Record holders for the smallest band in the world, which is pretty cool. Blue Rodeo, John Foster on Friday, High Valley and the Roadhammers on Saturday. Those are just some of the highlights of the many bands. But is there a band in particular you're looking forward to seeing the most?
Well, of course, Blue Rodeo. Sort of our sleeper. We always try to get somebody who's going to be really big a year from now, and we did that in 2023. We had Cameron Whitcomb. He's big, and this year we have John Foster. And actually, my choice on 2023 I was choosing between either Cameron Whitcomb or Zach Top.
Wow,
they're both relatively inexpensive and both up and coming artists who were looking for gigs, and I chose Cameron just because he's actually from the area. But so this year it's John Foster. It's all about John Foster. He's the next Zach Top because he's got that. He's only 19 years old. He's a runner-up on American Idol last year, and just taking the world by storm. He's already doing a tour with Hank Jr. He's done shows with Lainey Wilson. He's got his album coming out this summer. So it's going to be another one of those where, we had him here first kind of thing. It's so that's going to be a rare opportunity where come and see John Foster. He's played the Grand Ole Opry, I think, 18 times in the last year, and he gets standing ovations every time. So, there's something special happening there. And it's the same thing with his live shows. People just, he does a combination of a lot of classic country covers like Alan Jackson, Dwight Yoakam, that type of thing. And then, of course, his own music mixed in there. So it's just going to be a really fun show. And the young man's super talented, and he's going to be playing stadiums next year. So come out and see John Foster.
That's crazy, hey? Like, you kind of spitball some of the names you guys have had in years past. Cameron Whitcomb, you're saying, and between him and Zach Top, I mean, talk about trying to pick one. I mean, they're both fantastic. So I don't know, what is your trick to finding these up-and-coming acts, Dale? Because you seem to have a pretty big gift for it.
Well, I've been in the industry a long time. I've played and I've sort of watched for the special things. And, I used to play myself, 30 years ago and toured Canada in various bands. And you just tend to see what those special things are and then the trends. And right now in country music in particular, it's the classic country, like that's sort of coming back. Like, Zach Top nailed that and Cody Johnson, and they're just nailing that. And with new music, and it's just taken off. And so John Foster's that one. The thing about this is his new album has been the songwriters on it are, country classic greats like Bill Anderson, and there's another fellow who basically wrote, Forever and Ever Amen by Randy Travis. And so he's in with some real heavyweights. He's a really likable young guy, and he's right in with the Nashville scene, and he's going to have a great 8-piece band there, the whole thing. So people are going to be surprised. They might, I think there's going to be some fans that have bought tickets, but people really should come and see John Foster for sure.
Yeah, I feel like you guys have worked the genres here very, very well. I mean, Mini Kiss obviously leans to the rock and roll side, and then, like we were saying, Blue Rodeo, John Foster is kind of a different kind of segue out of that genre on Friday. And then Saturday, yeah, the Country Fest begins here because High Valley is, yeah, we're talking about up-and-coming bands. I'm big fans of them, and the Roadhammers as well. I mean, hopefully you don't have any mud, actually. Hopefully just playing it on stage, but...
Well, typically, out of the 12 days we've had so far, we've had 1 day of rain and one short storm. So that's pretty good. And usually Julys are quite warm and hot. And they're expecting a heat dome sometime in the summer next. So we're a little bit wet right now, but I think we're going to have beautiful weather.
So if someone hasn't come to the Energetic County Fair before in the past 5 years, Dale, tell me what the experience is like, what can they expect, and how do they make the experience successful as a music fan?
Well, it's what they can expect is just a really friendly atmosphere. The whole place is licensed, of course. So you can have a beverage, but kids are also free. So we have roving puppet shows and things like that for the kids, and all the stuff, the mini donuts and all the food trucks, and about 30 craft vendors as well. So there's lots of things to go and see and wander around, and you bring your own camping chair, and it's really laid back. It's not like, you go to Big Valley Jamboree and there's 10-20,000 people. We're a couple thousand people. So that's really nice. It's a really intimate, friendly atmosphere. And that's what makes us special. And, we're probably going to keep it that way. I mean, we could grow. We're in a large enough area where we could just expand our fences and be bigger if we have to. But that's not necessarily our goal. It's just to have a great event that draws people in. I mean, last year we had people come from Alaska and New Zealand and Germany. And believe it or not, I talked to a woman. She called me. She's from just out of... about an hour from Nashville. She's driving all the way here to see High Valley.
Wow, that's pretty cool. When people think, oh wow, we take what we have for granted in our backyard. I think we literally do. If people are driving from down south like that, wow.
Yeah, Tennessee's a long drive, right? I mean, it's southeastern United States, so that's a long ways to go. And then another woman is actually coming from Reno, Nevada, to see John Foster.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's cool because it's actually my cell phone. When it says call for information, it's my cell phone. So I get to talk to all these people. And it's really, really unique. So I create that bond we treat every guest like it's a special thing. And it's, that's kind of cool. We're not a big corporation. We're 100% volunteer, nonprofit, and just, for the people, by the people kind of thing. And it's just a special thing. We're just trying to create something in northern BC. So. Yeah,
well, I think you're doing it, and you're doing a fantastic job at it. Of course, people talking about staying a little closer to home, maybe this summer to take advantage of the Canadian stuff that we have to offer, or maybe trying to not go south of the border. So it's a great opportunity to do that. For ticketing information and options, Dale, what kind of stuff you got? Weekend passes, single day?
Both, yes. We've got a single day for each day, but the weekend pass right now up until, I believe it's for the next 2 weeks, I believe it's $159 for all 3 days. So there's 6 celebrity headline concerts for 100. I mean, it's almost free, and then kids are free, and then the regular price is $189. So it's the most affordable music festival in all of Canada, and you get to go. You can walk right up to the front of the stage. Like, that's how cool this is. Like, to see, whoever. And then usually the artists come out and meet people because it's sort of a laid back atmosphere. You get a lineup of people, of course, for selfies, but the artists do come out and meet with the people and talk with the people. And that's what kind of makes us special.
That is awesome. So many great parts of the Energetic County Fair, and definitely if you haven't been before and you're watching this, you should consider going up there. Because the next best thing, they got the best thing in Blue Rodeo, High Valley, in my opinion. Mini Kiss, so many names, so many bands. It's going to be a great time. Thanks so much for joining us today, Dale. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it and taking it in up in the Peace Country, July 16th to 18th. Of course, if you missed anything, and the ticketing information will include it on our website as well, ckbgtoday.ca. Thanks, Dale, and wishing you all the best this year at the Energetic County Fair.
We hope to see you there.